Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Williams, a man in motion right. Play action. It's Goff. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
We're good. We're good.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, making them someone miss in the open field.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's up to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Williams, the man in motion left. Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 35 yards. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
We go tonight.
In motion left comes Williams. On the ground, it's right. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Black 20. Hey, 5. Maverick wall. What's that?
Here's Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
12.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Attack!
Hunt is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Lions' 4-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
How about as the defense ran off the field? How about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Creeping up on a minute to this first half.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 57 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Chiefs nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. They're able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Super 66. Hey, kill. Cut. 180. Cut.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. A beautiful span and room to run. Inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Chiefs, nothing.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs make the first down 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Mahomes going to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
2 for 1.
Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Hey, 180!
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Mahomes now to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Yards on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to change things up. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Gain of 6. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
15.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll look to throw here. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Mahomes will do it himself.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into the lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Super one.
Back to throw. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
It's fourth down.
Ric Flair. Listen. We're good.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Second and 14.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Ric Flair, 180. Tiger. What's up?
Throwing now, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a second and 2.
Listen up. Super 180.
Here's Goff. A quick hitter complete. It's Gibbs. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Goff now looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field. The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Brian Cook. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10.
Play action. Shuck. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Shuck now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Here's Shuck. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Cowboy 80. Check out.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
An audible here to get a new look.
Brings up fourth and goal.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Get up.
Shuck here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Now Patrick going to change the play. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Mahomes going to throw. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Hey, yo, go, 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 go.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. And Mahomes will do it himself. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Attack, attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because...
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. They'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
Off the play fake, Shuck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 22-yard line.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Shuck. Slant pass complete to Olave.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Attack, attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a
that one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hey, 57, 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Yellow.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now Shuck. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action here with Shuck. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 57 yards. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 17-7.
The score, Chiefs 17, Saints 7.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Yellow.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And brought down, but able to
get it to their 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Mahomes will do it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 20.
Now Mahomes.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and a yard.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Toward the pylon, caught. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's second down.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
And he's caught by Vele.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard
Throwing,
line.
Shuck.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. It's complete. Kamara. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
4 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. That's caught by Johnson.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive trading. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
All right, what you said you need?